Yo, what up guys? This is your boy.
I am challenging myself to make a video a day for the next 365 days. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done. You're going to witness my trials and my tribulations, my victories, and perhaps my stupidity. But one thing is for sure, I promise that I'm going to give you the real me, no matter what. I'm doing this to encourage you with the courage to live your own life, a life of your own perfect imperfection. My name is Yahaya Baruwa, and this is my imperfect life.
Today is day 17 of hashtag MyImperfectlife. It's like 7:30 a.m. and I'm sitting at the park just taking in the sun. Today is day 17 and this is your morning debrief. Yesterday's video was absolutely epic. It just seems that I keep getting lucky to be making awesome videos and just keep having awesome guests. This is what it is all about, making videos with people and just having a good time. So that being said, this is your morning debrief. I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Hey, what up guys? This is your boy. The time right now is like 6, 7, 8. I really don't know what time it is, but well, I just want to make a video just to share with you guys psychology of the successful novelist. Everything I'm going to share with you guys is something that I have gone through myself. The very first thing, you gotta know why you're doing what you're doing. That's absolutely key. That is important. And number two, you gotta be willing to be yourself. A lot of people, they say, oh, I look up to this author, I look up to that author. They look up to people and they tend to forget the essence of who they are as a writer. And that is what a lot of your fans will look for. They will look at you and be like, why should I fall in love with this author? And what makes them so special? Being you and being yourself makes you special, and that automatically distinguishes you from all the other millions of authors out there. You do yourself the greatest favor. You stop being everybody else. And when you stop being everybody else, you give the world your own distinct taste and flavor. And number three, you gotta be okay with people not liking your work. There's no way you can cater to every single reader. You gotta be okay with just accepting that and just saying, you know what, that's just what it is. I'm just going to be my best, and the right people will cling to it and they'll just stick with you, because at the end of the day, you want to be authentic to who you are as a writer, and people will sense that, and automatically it'll separate those who are there with you for real and those who are just there sampling you. And last but not least, the key to being a very successful author is your willingness to assume massive risk. And I don't mean just go out there and just take uncalculated risk, but what I do mean is take uncomfortable risk, take uncomfortable leaps of faith. And side note, a lot of people say it's easier to write a book, but it's harder, more difficult to get rid of it. I think that's very subjective, but I don't believe that. For example, when I first started, I printed 500 copies of my book, and then eventually I sold that. And then I decided I was gonna print 1,000 copies. Eventually I sold that. And so I decided, you know what? I wanna grow. I wanna find a way to grow. Even though I didn't know how I was gonna grow, I decided that I was going to grow. So I printed 3,000 copies. Yeah, it was risky because I took up a loan with my printer at the time to be able to print that amount, and I didn't have the money to do so, but I did it anyways. And lo and behold, last year I printed 15,000 copies of my book. So it's really quite simple. If you want to grow, you have to force yourself to grow. And to be able to force yourself to grow, you have to assume the risk. And when you assume the risk, ladies and gentlemen, you figure it out and you make it work. And I don't mean just jumping over the board and just swimming, even though that is effective. But I do mean when you give yourself no way out, you find a way forward. And that's what I mean by assuming risk. So that being said, I want to thank you for watching my video. Please be yourself. Think big and don't ever give up. Because at the end of the day, if you give up, you don't know how far you could have gone. And you only live once. What do you have to lose, right? Just be calculated about your risk and use your common sense, always. Thank you for watching my video. This is your boy, Yahaya Baruwa. #MyImperfectlife. Today is day 17. Please go to my website, strugglesofadreamer.com, to get your free preview copy of my novel. Have a good day, guys.